and welcome to the stream. We're going back to Star Wars Land today, and I know it's been a while, but just as a recap, last we left off, we were hiding flying to Helska 4. I had a vision of going back to the past to meet Wolf, a famous Jedi dude, and yeah, now we're picking up from there. Let's go. Oh, and I had also begun repairing a lightsaber as well.
Yeah, now that I think about it, you actually don't have a lightsaber.
That's why I'm repairing this one, to try and get it at least in somewhat working order.
And everything starts to break when we start. That's wonderful. Why is someone DMing me?
Oh, we have actual viewers. Hello, people. I hope you enjoy this session. It'll be quite fun because I'm going to open with something interesting.
Alright. So, we last left off with you repairing your broken lightsaber, Wolf's old lightsaber, I
Yeah,
believe.
Wolf's old lightsaber. I hadn't tried to start it yet, but I was repairing it. I'm still
Yes,
working
so
on
we will
that.
start out with you on your ship inside, not inside, but kind of at the table with Jedi Master Anduli Ascor.
All right, I'm gonna get a ping on my data pad, on my wrist mounted data pad, and it's gonna be like, "Oh, the money got taken out of my account." All right. Well, what do you say we contact this internal empire friend then? Yes. What do you think, Anduli?
He kind of looks over at you. He's like, "Are you talking about John?"
Yes, him. What do you say we contact him, figure out if he's up to anything?
It's been what, a few days since we've talked to him, yes?
A few days, yes, but I believe he might have some information for us. And
Okay.
even so, it'd be nice to make sure that our comm links are secure and all that.
True. We've been getting some interference from the planet. I'm going to go and take the ship around to the other side while you contact him.
As you're doing that, Gadger, scan various asteroids and Helska 4 itself for potential life forms.
Every time I hear Gadger, I think of a racial slur.
Why? It's literally just like his name.
I must admit, I've been wanting to say it.
Don't. All right, and I'm going to go into my data pad. I'm going to bring up John in my contact list, and I'm going to contact him. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing.
Pull up your data pad. You contact John. A couple, not seconds, but maybe about a minute goes by before anyone actually answers the call.
Yeah.
You get a small little holographic image of him sort of pop up on your wrist,
Hmm.
standing there, and you see blaster fire ring out through the back.
Ah, I see. Bad time. My bad.
No, 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 it's that's not a bad time. Just a little resistance from the local is all. So what's up? You need something?
No, no, I was just checking to see if you're good. All right, I'll hang up now.
No, no, you called for information, right?
Sure, sure. Why don't you tell me your current status and all that?
Oh, well, I'm not too far from where we left off on that one planet. Gonna be honest with you, don't remember the name. It was
Scroll.
Plume. No, it was Serpental,
Ah, Serpental. Got it.
Senpital, whatever it was called.
I'm furiously
Um,
writing this down on my data pad off in a second screen. Second projection screen.
oh, we're on Jameis right now. We're don't know where this is at. Honestly, they pointed and told us to go. Yeah, we gotta. Sorry, what were you asking?
Just ma-
As he just kind of leans back and takes a few pot shots off in the distance.
just making sure the connection's fine and all that. All right. Making sure it's secure.
Yeah, yeah, secure. Why? Where are you? You're not in like
I'm out in
wild space
Helska
or something.
4. Bit far.
Oh, oh, you're very okay.
Yes.
Um, do you need help?
No, no,
You
no.
know
Just
that's the
making sure you're
graveyard,
fine.
right?
Mostly just checking up on you, making sure you're fine.
You know that's like a graveyard.
I'm aware, but that's why I'm here is because I have to drop off a package.
Willingly?
Yes.
Oh. He just like a very non-depressedly, not depressed, but just kind of like a, oh,
Hmm.
okay. You see some dude come running up on him,
Look out!
and you see him throw like not even like you don't even know what it is, just something just fabricates itself outside of like your view on the hologram.
Hmm.
And it's just like a chair goes crashing over some dude chasing it. And it's like, okay, sorry, I gotta go. It's getting a little hectic here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stay alive. But if you don't, your family will still get money. Just as a note.
He kind of stops and like, oh yeah, he literally stops fighting, middle of a gunfight, middle of like some like rebellion type thing, checks his bank information, is like, oh, oh,
Yes.
I can afford food.
Yes, you can. All right. See ya. And I disconnect.
You just you just disconnect, and as you're going to click it, you hear someone shout, "Oh my God, they got a gun!" And then it cuts.
Oh, that was the worst time to contact that man. All right.
He is currently on Jameis, hunting down some what you would call deserters,
Ah,
and they're
yes.
taking refuge in some village.
I certainly hope none of his. And I'm gonna lean back in my chair. I'm just gonna think. I certainly hope none of his friends saw any of that. Oh well.
If any of his friends did see that, the first thing they're gonna be is like, "Oh, that's cool. He's got a sugar dad."
Uh. All right. So I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna head towards the front of the ship. Oh, before that though, I'm gonna make sure the pit droids are all packed away, just in case like something should happen and we like get in combat. I don't want
Do
these
you
things getting broken.
do you want the multicolored ones, or do you want the ones that actually do their job?
What the ones I have out right now, the ones that are actually good at their job right now.
Oh yes, that is true.
Yes. Anyway, so I call them in and I'm gonna pack them away and then I'm gonna head towards the front of the ship.
As you call them in, the one that you painted, the one to like symbolize not to use that one.
Wait, what? I don't have any of the ones that I didn't paint them. I just wrote in different colors on them, like their numbers. The ones that are
Yeah.
not good are in red, and they're currently in the case, man. We put those away a long time
Oh,
ago.
I'm sorry. I completely forgot. I have in my notes that they were all activated.
No, 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 man. I would never activate all those guys at once unless it was an emergency, especially not the fucking little shit at their job ones.
Yes, let's give them a job. What job? They can count the rocks on the planet.
Yes, yes. Uh, anyway, yeah, no, if I ever crash land, those three I'm just going to send off to gather wood, and then I'm going to have a second group also gather wood.
The second group is backup just in case the first group decides to die due
Yeah!
to the wood.
Or, like, start fighting little three stooge motherfuckers. Uh,
As as you end your comm link with John, you have Gadget, who you told to do a life scan, correct?
yeah, life scan of various asteroids and like the planet Helska 4 itself, just to make sure that there's no pirates or like ambushes about.
You hear it beep a couple of times, just beep 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 beep, as he pulls up what looks to be a topographical map of the surface.
Uh-huh.
He actually scanned without you asking the places that you were on, like that you highlighted to Anduli in your vision
Hmm.
quite a couple of times.
Well done, Gadger.
So as you look at the sort of areas that he scanned, you notice maybe a total of 30 life forms.
Hmm.
One life form happens to be in the area that you were at previously,
Wait,
like
that
in the
I was
vision.
at in my vision?
Yes.
Oh shit. How big is it?
The life form seems to be human sized, but there's no information regarding species, race, or just anything. It's a dot on a map.
Okay, well that's fair. No, nothing about size at all. Just
Nothing at all.
damn. All right. Gadger, zoom in on that. Use the ship's. What the fuck would a ship have? Telescopic camera. That's it. Use the ship's telescopic camera to zoom in on that particular location.
Is that what we're using as a? So you head over and you notice that. Hold on, I gotta do some naming real fast.
Hmm.
Says HP value. Oh, that's a lot.
Oh dear.
That is a lot.
Oh god. Did I wake something? Did I wake a monster? Please tell me I didn't wake a monster just by zooming in the camera on it.
No, no, you woke no monster.
Okay, cool. That's good.
Not yet.
Oh god.
There we go. I just had to do a token. So as you zoom the camera in to that area, you notice a fire, which happens to be going off in the distance. Why is the token? Okay, well, it's not gonna do it.
Okay.
You notice that the token is token. What? Sorry,
Yeah,
the
I don't
fire
know.
looks to be brand new. There's very little wind, almost no resistance. The temperature is actually a lot hotter today on the surface than what it usually is in the records that you would have access to.
Yeah.
Judging from it, from what you see on this camera, which you get maybe a 300 foot like sort of dropped view from it. It's not perfect clear, but you can still see enough to make out certain shapes. It's almost like nothing has changed from your vision.
Well, that doesn't seem very good. And Dooley, what do you think?
And Julie's head kind of slowly pops out from the cockpit area and is like, "Oh, we could land and figure it out."
Yeah, but I don't want to. And we already agreed that we wouldn't. We would just alert it and leave.
I find in our line of work, what we agree to doesn't always come out to, what's the word, fruition?
You know, I don't want to do it, but I think we might stay and monitor the situation. At least until we
I'm
can.
saying we land. Honestly, if this is who we think it is, if it's a missing Jedi, we could get some pretty pennies from the temple.
Yes. But I don't care about money, so. I don't know. Gadget, run a scan of the area I'm supposed to meet up my contact. Meet up with my contact at.
He runs a scan of what looks to be some worn down like church, maybe a chapel of some kind on top of a hill. It was used as a hideout for a lot of people.
Hmm.
You would see pirates and just honestly anything.
Hmm. Scan for life forms in that area?
He scans and sort of beeps a couple of times and before he goes and shows you a map, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people.
Alright. Well, now I know how much money to leave in the crate as payment for an apology for not being able to meet up with them directly. Alright, I'm going to prep the drop. Then we're gonna, I guess, go, and then we're gonna message the Jedi with the information that we have about, well, my vision and all that. Alright, and I go back and I go into the, open up the crates that I'm supposed to be delivering to Helska.
1 second. You said you opened it up?
Yeah, I open them up and I'm like, well, you said before they were like blasters and shit, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, blasters. You have a couple of what's the word? Less than legal blasters. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to take like, let's see, there's 8 people. I'm gonna take like 400,000 credits and just like put it all in the boxes in one of the boxes, and then I'm gonna write a note. Or well, no, I'm gonna record a hollow disc of me like saying, "Sorry, I couldn't meet you, but extraneous circumstances came up. Take these credits as an apology," and then fucking drop that in the case as well, and I'm gonna pack it down. I'm gonna push it into like a drop pod or some shit, and I'm gonna just prep it for launch at the church location. and then we're gonna go
And
over towards where my vision was, and just watch, I guess, from there.
I want to ask you something.
What?
You're dropping
Yeah.
a
What? What's wrong? Do I
a
not have
heavy
like drop
drop
pods or
pod, like
anything? Like stuff specifically designed for like inter-atmosphere dropping? Or
no. It's not that you don't,
okay.
but you're dropping this on a church
I'm
with
driving it
multiple
near
assailants
the church.
inside.
Sorry, I should have
Oh,
specified.
here.
Yeah, like right out in front of it.
I'm over here like I gotta do some dice rolling real fast. I
Yeah,
gotta
my bad.
multiply
I
some
should have
dollars.
specified. I should have specified where this shit is going exactly. My bad.
Oh, so you record your message, you sort of shove it in there with some credits,
Yeah, like
as well as the
400,000. So
weapons.
let's remove 400,000 from my total amount. So that's it there and 0. Perfect. All right.
Right. As you send it off, you notice as it hits the atmospheric level and it gets lower and lower, it's actually being resisted.
Hmm. Being resisted.
Let me rephrase, put it into a simpler term. The farther it gets to the surface and the closer it gets to the church, the slower it gets.
It's still going though,
It's like
right?
something very, very slowly. Let's say it was going maybe 300 miles per hour, straight shot, hit the atmospheric limit,
All right.
broke the sound barrier.
Hmm.
It is now only going maybe 50 miles per hour.
All right. I'm gonna monitor it, and then if it starts to reverse direction, I'm gonna tractor beam it, and we're just gonna land on the planet and drop it off.
As it gets closer and closer, its speed starts to decelerate to the point where it's almost dead stopped in the air. You clock it going almost 2.3 miles per hour.
I'm gonna keep monitoring it until it stops completely or reverses direction. Then we're gonna tractor beam it and just fly it down to the planet.
As it keeps going and it gets maybe 100 feet from its position close to the church on the mountain pass,
Uh huh.
but you start to hear a beeping come from one of your consoles in the cockpit.
Oh shit. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna monitor that console.
As you look over at the console, you notice something moving very, very fast on your radar.
In
It's
space?
actually not coming. No, not from space.
Okay.
No, it is on the location that you're monitoring for your sort of drop pod area on the church. It looks to be some kind of beast
Oh shit.
with sort of long spiraled wings and a brined tail.
Is it?
Bony like tail.
It's going straight for the drop pod, isn't it?
It's beelining it to the pod. You see it
I'm gonna
fly
fire upon
past.
the creature. Well, I'm gonna
You
fire
are
near the
not.
creature to try and scare it off. Actually.
Your guns do not reach that distance.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna fly closer towards the planet until my guns are in range, and I'm gonna fire at the creature to try and scare it off.
I'm going to ask you a question.
What?
Are you breaking atmospheric boundary?
I don't know. Am I? How close do I have to be with these guns? I'm gonna try not to, but
Just you are in the X9 Crescent, correct?
yeah,
And that is it's not it's a light freighter, right?
yeah. I'm gonna get as close as I can to have my guns fire near that thing to like spook it. I'm not gonna get any closer.
You're not going to get any closer than that.
I mean, if I have to, I will. But I want to get as close as I can to spook that thing. If I have to get closer, I will. But I'd rather not. That thing looks fucking scary. I'd rather not fight it, face to face. If I can avoid that.
Yeah.
What's happening? What's gonna happen? Am I gonna end up fucking up and dying, or?
No. I just got to check a couple of stat sheets.
Okay, cool.
So with the weapons you have your proton torpedoes, your concussion missile launchers, and your heavy lasers.
Yeah.
The distance for the heavy lasers to where you're at now, you would practically have to be within 2,000 feet, which means you break atmospheric pressure.
What about the
Like
other
you break the
things?
atmosphere line.
What about the other things?
The missile launchers will not knock this specific animal off target.
Fuck it, I guess I'm breaking atmosphere, baby. Let's go! I gotta make sure this delivery happens. It's my job. And if I don't do it right, I could have people after me. And I don't want that.
Sitting in the Jedi Temple, man with mask walks in. Hi, I'm looking for this person and shows you a photo of you.
Yeah, I don't know him. I don't know him. He looks a hell of a lot like me. I don't know him.
Oh, that's my twin, William.
Yes. Literally. But no, seriously, yeah, we gotta fucking make sure this delivery meets its place. Ugh, God, I hate this. I hate this. Let it be known.
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell Anduli, man the guns. Gadger,
You
watch our backs.
so as you go into sort of break atmospheric pressure, like the atmosphere line. Why do I keep saying pressure? Like, what is with me in that word?
I don't know.
As you go to break the line, as you pass through the atmosphere and you sort of holler at Anduli, you turn around and you notice that you don't see him in your line of sight.
I don't see Anduli.
Nope.
Do I see Gadger?
You see Gadget. He's there. Just you don't see Anduli anywhere. Like actually, like if you were to like you don't notice him.
I shout back. I open up the ship system. What's it called? PA system. That's it. I open up the ship PA system. And Dooley, I need some help up here. And I need you to man the guns. Gadger, man the guns until he gets here.
A couple of seconds go by and you get no response. You don't honestly even feel his presence on this ship.
Oh, this isn't good. Gadger, run a background scan for Anduli's presence somewhere around the area where we just came in at.
As Gadget kind of runs around, stopping from running to the guns, turning around straight to the radar console, he sort of connects to it. You just hear a couple of spurs, just bzzz, and then a couple of beeps, and he looks over at you and he shakes his head.
No. Shit. What the fuck is going on? Fuck it.
As you
Gadger,
keep
mount the guns. We're gonna fly in.
As you keep flying in, you hit the minimum range required for your guns to fire. As you kind of look out through your blaster shield, like your front window of your ship, you don't see anything flying in front of you anymore.
Oh, fucking Christ. I got tricked.
As
Is the drop pod on the ground right now?
You look on the radar, and it looks to be that the drop pod is no longer on. Like, you don't see it anywhere. You don't see no winged beast. You don't see no life forms. There's nothing. Just a cold, barren wasteland.
What in the fuck? Is the church even there?
You look onto your little satellite imaging system, and the church is still there, but it looks a little more decrepit than it was before.
Oh, God. It's fucking getting weird. It's getting weird. Wait, but Gadger's still here. Wait, hold on. I put the ship into hover or to like stabilize flight, and then I fucking run back into like the back, and I open up the pit droid case and see if they're still there.
You open up the pit droid case, and the first thing you notice is that the ones that you painted that were like the bad ones,
Mm-hmm.
one of them seems to have had their eye socket screwed out.
Oh, that's not good. Well, that's not right. I didn't leave that like that, and I put the pit droid back, and I closed the case. Okay, something's happening. Something's happening. Okay, and I'm gonna sit down next to the case. I'm gonna start trying to meditate.
As you sit down next to the case and you start to kind of try and fall into a meditation, nothing happens. It's almost like you feel like a kind of wall blocking you.
Shit. Okay. What do I do? What the fuck do I do? Okay, I'm gonna shout out to Gadger. Gadger, bring us into land.
You just hear a couple of beeps as you feel the ship take what feels like a ginormous hit on the left bow of your ship.
Oh, fuck it. Fuck. Okay, I come back to the front of the ship.
You walk up over to the front of the ship and you see that there is no damage display on your screen whatsoever.
Something's going on.
There is nothing around you outside of where you're at.
Gotta clear my mind.
You see that Gadger, if a droid could get nervous, that is definitely what Gadger is. He starts to beep wildly as you see his hand that's hooked up into the connector. The spin with like the speed of 1,000.
You went all muffled for a second there. What'd you say?
Oh, sorry. You see that Gadger is now the equivalent of worrying.
Okay.
You see that his hand in the connection spot is spinning like crazy as you start to feel the ship drift to the right. You feel a sharp turn to the left, but you look in front and there's nothing.
Okay, so either I'm tripping or something else is happening. Okay. And, okay, where's... Hold up. Coin flip.
Are you flipping a coin?
Yes, I am flipping a coin. I'm gonna see if my vision triggers, baby. Flipping coin. It triggers.
Alright. As you go to kind of close your eyes and you start to feel like, what's the word? Sort of pins and needles in your hands.
Yeah.
Usually this being maybe one of the few telling tales of a precognition vision.
Uh-huh.
You close your eyes expecting to get blasted with images that will make your head hurt.
Yeah.
What happens instead is you feel the ship take a huge hit towards the front end of the nose as you go flying into like the console that you're at, and you get hit with the vision of an old man. No, not an old man, a kind of heavily wrapped man in what you could only describe as kind of animal skin with kind of graying hair pushed to a back with a full set beard, standing in front of the cave that you were in your previous vision.
Oh, shit. Okay, and I go for the controls, and I pull back on them to try and pull up.
As you go for the controls, you look forward, you're no longer in the air. You are actually in the middle of a ravine.
Damn it.
And as you pull up on your controls, just moments before making impact again with the ground, you manage to slide the ship just bouncing off the side of the ravine cavern wall and kind of almost perfectly landing it, like scraping like a long runway on the ground before your landing gear even deploys.
Oh, God. Is this even real? What's happening? Am I still in Vision Land? What's going on? Okay, I'm gonna call out for Anduli. Anduli!
1 second, I gotta do a couple of things real fast.
Anduli, are you here? Anduli!
As you land, you turn around and you notice that your drop bay door is open.
Worst possible time. Worst possible time.
As you kind of peer out of the drop bay door, you get a view of what looks to be some sort of beaten path walkway with a bridge that leads sort of up north to a more elevated area.
Yeah, this definitely isn't real.
You kind of look around, you see Gadger laying on the floor, looks exhausted.
Or is this real? Ugh, there's no way of telling. Alright. I'm going to go into the pit droid case. I'm going to open him up. Is the
Look
one
over,
that
you open up.
is the one that was missing an eye piece still broken?
Look over at him, and he is not missing an eye piece.
So this is real. Gadger, look for Anduli.
Gadget kind of runs back over to the console and sticks his hand in. You hear him beep a couple of times as he comes running out, and you see that a scan located him around 3 life forms, kind of sort of farther up north at where you're at.
Alright. Okay, I'm going to take out all of the pit droids except for those 3 bad ones. And I'm going to activate them. And I'm going to tell them, make sure the ship's in good repair. Gadger, come with me.
Ignore that. You don't see anything.
I wasn't even looking.
Perfect. You tell him to follow you?
Yeah, Gadger's following me. And the pit droids, except for the 3 bad ones, are gonna be out and like repairing the ship, making sure it's in working order.
1 second. I'm going to give you rat JPEGs.
You're gonna give me what JPEGs?
Rat JPEGs
Rat.
as your.
That's my pit droids.
Yeah, how many droids do you have following you? Like the
I
exact.
have 12 total pit droids. I only have 9 out currently. And those 9 are going to be staying by the ship. I guess we'll use like Gadger as like a rat or like a different creature. I don't know. Maybe like a dog. I feel like dog would probably be more
Yeah,
fitting.
I can change the color of the token.
Okay, that works too. So technically,
What color
3, 4,
other than green?
6, 7, 8, 9. What?
What color would you like other than green for
Well, I
Gadget?
mean, Gadger's yellow, so yeah, let's make him yellow. All right, so
There you
it's
go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have one more pit droid out.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, 9. I have 9 out. The 3 that aren't out are the bad ones.
That's 9 in total.
Yeah, but
Do you mean you
that
have
yellow
9
one's
plus-
Gadger. So Gadger's not a pit droid. He's a, you know.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I keep
That's
forgetting
fine.
that.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, and me and Gadger are gonna go out towards this bridge.
As you go out to the bridge, you see sort of to your left before you keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You see what looks to be the remains of an old camp. Looks to be a destroyed campfire, a tent that's set up, as well as what seems to be a frozen hand sticking out of the snow.
Gotta find Nduli first, but that is tempting. Nduli first, and I start to walk across the bridge towards where Nduli was.
All right. Here, I'll get Gadget the cranium rat token. How about that?
Yeah, that'll help us distinguish him a little bit.
As you get farther up into the sort of bridge, it is extremely rickety. I want you to roll a wisdom wisdom roll, please.
Wisdom, not dexterity or
Yes.
anything.
Nope.
All right, and roll it. What? That's not how you roll it. How the fuck do you roll it? There it is. Roll. Fuck! You've got to be shitting me. Okay, 20.
As a Gungan, one who lives typically on Naboo and not in the colden and frigid areas, you
Yeah.
don't really know what sort of the expansion of ice and water inside of wood can do to a bridge.
Yeah, I
So you just
certainly don't.
on your merry way start walking, and a couple seconds in, you can start to feel the bridge start to creak and break under your weight.
Oh shit. I'm gonna like fucking. I guess I'm gonna head backwards, or at least try to.
As oh, you decided to head back instead of forward.
Yeah, I'm heading backwards. I can't. I can't risk that. I'll have to figure another way out.
As you kind of head back, wow, you see that Gadger is sort of beeping at you as he sort of pulls up one of the maps, and you can see Anduli's sort of signal ping off in that direction over the bridge.
All right, Gadger, you go towards Anduli. You're lighter. You'll make it. I'm going to go towards this cap and investigate. Try and figure out a way across. If that doesn't work, I guess I'll have to figure something out.
As
Contact
you
me when you
kind of
find him.
he just kind of beeps in a very low and understanding tone.
You've got this, buddy. And I send Gadger across. And I head over to
One
this
second.
camp over here.
1 second. Just populating some things.
Oh boy.
As you head over, looking from the hand that's sort of sticking out and just knowing, just sort of deep down in your stomach, they've been here for some time.
Alright. I'm gonna.
Looking at the destroyed campfire, you can tell that it was put out very recently.
The body's been here a while. Campfire's fresh. I'm gonna look for anything that might possibly help me across the gap.
Going through some of the sort of tent. Oh wow, that's a nat 20.
Hmm.
Going through the tent, searching through some of the gear, you find what looks to be an old insignia of the Jedi Temple.
Let's see.
Looks to be some kind of failed exploration attempt, or someone who got lost.
Jedi camp. I put the insignia in my pocket and keep going through the stuff. Now looking for not just a way to get across, but also any form of memorabilia from this particular unfortunate corpse. So that way I can bring it back
Going
to the
through
Jedi
his
Temple.
items, you notice you managed to salvage a full climbing harness that is in almost pristine condition.
That'll do. Alright.
As you pull it off and you carefully kind of unclip it from his body, you notice that the insignia on his jacket puts him as a service corps member. Looks to be the same type of member you saw in one of your visions. Looking at his face, you don't particularly recognize him as one of the last remaining ones from the vision,
Yeah.
but you do get a sort of form of what's the word?
Hmm.
Deja vu when you look at him.
Shame he never made it back. I'm gonna try and like just. Does he have any form of identification on him or anything?
Looking around and kind of shuffling on his body, you do find a badge that seems to be sort of worn down and faded over time.
I'm gonna take that too, and I'm gonna put it in the back. You can rest now.
Picking it up, it looks to be like he was a charlatan,
Hmm.
and his name was Omis Voba, Jedi Knight 2.
Well, Omis, they'll remember you. And I stand up and I head back towards my ship to go get a grapple gun. Or like that fucking mining spike thing that I had before. You know, the one I used to rope in the meteorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and I grab that. And I'm also checking on the pit droids while I'm there, too. Just making sure they're all doing their jobs, making sure that the ship's fine.
As you go to check on the pit droids, you notice one of them has, oddly enough, unscrewed one of his eyes.
Nope. We put that back, and I grab him and I like screw his eye back in.
As you grab him and screw his eye back in, you kind of turn your head and look at the pit droid closest to you, and it seems that one of his eyes has been unscrewed.
Oh, no, where'd yours go? Oh, bloody hell. Okay, I'm gonna start looking at all the pit droids now, try and find his eye.
As you look at all of the pit droids, all of their eyes are completely fine. Nothing is wrong with them.
All right, I'm gonna look around and try to find the dude who unscrewed his eye all the way. Is he still holding it, or?
You look around and there is nobody.
There's what?
You don't sense anybody. There is no one. You sense nobody.
Oh, come on, again with this! God damn it.
You look over and you can actually see Gadget kind of at the tip or top of the bridge, just frozen. Not frozen, I should say, but just not moving forward. His head is spinning very slowly in kind of a clockwise circle.
Oh, this isn't good. Seems I won't be getting any help, and I go through and I start to deactivate all the pit droids and like put them in the ship. I don't pack them away or anything, but I'm just turning them off and putting them in the ship.
As you go to click the button on one of the first pit droids you have, you click the button, but he doesn't deactivate. He just kind of stands there and his head sort of tilts sideways looking at you, confused. Like he knows what the button does, but it's not working.
Bunch of crazy shit. Alright, and I'm going to walk over to the crevasse. And I'm going to ready my little launcher. I'm going to be aiming straight across it for like towards the top of the crevasse, and I'm going to fire it.
As you sort of aim up, and don't have to aim a roll or nothing.
Yeah.
As you shoot it off and over, you feel it manage to hook on what you feel to be a very sturdy rock.
And I'm going to grab the rope, and I'm going to be like, wait a minute, before I go. And I'm going to tie off the rope onto something, and I'm going to head back into the ship, and I'm going to grab Wolf's lightsaber, and I'm going to put the kyber crystal in, and I'm going to try and turn it on.
As you go into the ship, grab the saber and the crystal and stick it in there. You said you wanted to activate it?
I'm going to try and activate it. If it doesn't work, I'm going to take the crystal out and call it a lost cause.
Alright. So I need you to roll two things. I need you to roll dexterity and force.
Of course you do. Okay. 2d20s, baby. Here we go. Dexterity and force. I'm going to pick the 8 to be my dexterity. That'll give me 28. And I'm going to pick the 19 to be my force. That'll give me 19 plus 13. $32.
That's what?
32 force and 28 dexterity.
Alright, you pass by multiple numbers.
Yes.
So, kind of walking with this saber, you click the button and you hear it power up. Dog, don't you? Sorry about that. As you click the button and sort of channel your force into it, you You feel the saber activate,
Uh-huh.
but when you look down, you notice that the actual plasma, the blade, is sort of dimming off and on, like it's losing and gaining power very fast.
Well, it won't be good for fighting, but it'll be good for survival. And I turn it off and I pack it away into my pack, and then I'm gonna head back towards the rope and I'm gonna tie off the harness.
Right? And do you start climbing?
I'm gonna swing across the chasm, baby. That's where this is going. I'm gonna just walk off the edge of the chasm and hope to God that the rope holds. Cause let's go.
As the rope holds and you kind of swing across, you sort of land right there on the rocks, just a few distances below the actual ledge.
Yeah, I'm gonna start climbing up now.
All right. As you start to climb rock after rock, you manage to get yourself over the ledge, and when you do, the sight that you see is very concerning.
Hmm. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. This looks bad. What are these things? Oh God, I'm fucked.
You see three very pale, almost translucent-like entities in front of you.
I am. Have I already climbed all the way up?
I'd say that your arms are on the ledge, your torso is just now starting to climb over.
I'm gonna immediately just lower myself back down a little bit.
As you do, and kind of just the way your head's popping over, you spot Anduli in the corner with his saber activated, standing in front of what looks to be three corpses.
Oh God, he's having a war flashback. I don't know what's happening. These things are here. Oh, what in the world do I do? Brandon, help me.
Dylan, I'm not gonna lie, I was looking on Twitter this entire time, deafened. What have I come back to?
My death. I don't know what
What?
they are, but they're
How could you
pale and they are on
possibly-
Helska 4. Are they ghosts? Am I gonna
How
fight
could you
ghosts?
Force ghosts generally don't have that power to do so.
Oh God.
Not unless they're extreme, unless you have the ability to resist possession.
I don't know if I do or don't. I don't even know what
You
these
look
things
up
are.
toward Anduli. It's almost like he senses your presence using the force. He turns to look at you, and you see that the irises in his eyes are very green.
Oh, that's not good. None of this is good.
It's
Green.
almost like a hint of magic. It kind of reminds you of the Dathomirian magic.
Okay, I'm gonna take a risk and I'm gonna unhook my harness and I'm gonna just kind of climb this way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, I don't know, just kind of climb over here. Just leaving the rope where it is. I'm just gonna. Fuck, I don't know. I'm gonna try and, like, get as far away from those things as I can, and I'm gonna just clamber up here a little bit. And I'm gonna just kind of, like, hunker down into the snow and kind of cover myself a little bit. That way they don't notice me immediately, hopefully.
As you do this, you see that Anduli's saber is still activated, and you see him raise it up and aim it at the person in front of him, who seems to be somewhat alive. He takes 2 steps forward, and you see the saber swing down, but it stops almost immediately, just before it hits the person. And you can see his hand start to shake, and you see his other hand grab his arm.
Okay.
And it looks like he's struggling.
Okay, okay. Oh God. Okay. What do I have? What do I have? Uh. Uh. Is Anduli wearing armor?
No.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna take my SE-14 blaster out, and I'm gonna fucking turn it to stun. Is that an option on it? Is that an option on blasters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna turn it to stun, and I'm just gonna fire at it. I guess at Anduli. That's all I can do. I'm just trying to snap him out of it. I guess I'm gonna fire a stun bolt at him. Line up my shot real good through the scope.
And what is? Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I apologize about that.
As
I
I'm
needed to find something real fast, is because I forgot what race Anduli was.
Yeah. As I'm firing at him, by the way, I'm just gonna say sorry, buddy.
As you aim and you fire it at them,
It's a stun ball.
these three entities kind of their heads, like the one standing right here, isn't even looking at you, and his head 180 just acts as it looks at you the second the bullet and like blast shoots from the gun.
Yeah, I saw. I figured that would happen.
As the stun hits Anduli, he staggers sort of backwards, drops his saber as it deactivates, and he falls to his knee. As you see him shake his head, and he grabs it. He whips his head around, and he looks at you and is like, "Oh, where are we?"
Monsters, and I'm gonna point off towards the fucking creatures.
He kind of slowly looks over, and he sees the multiple entities in front of him, and he looks at them and he goes, "Oh, that's not a good choice."
No, that is not, and I'm going to make a running jump towards him.
Would you like to try and use the force?
The force
Yes,
to jump.
yes.
All right, I'll try it. I've never fucking heard of anyone doing this before, but I've seen Jedi jump really far, and I guess that's probably the force. So yeah, let's go for it. I'm just gonna try and get. I'm trying to get as close to Anduli as possible, basically. So I'm gonna also use my Gungan muscles. Whew, and I'm also gonna fucking try and force myself forward. Let's go. So do I have to roll a d20? 14. What am I rolling for?
Be a
What am I rolling?
force.
Force? Okay, so 14 plus 13. That's 27.
Yeah, no, isn't that 26?
That's 27. 26 was 13 plus 13.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. All right, so yeah, you take a huge running jump and clear practically almost.
Almost the entire? So like right about here?
No, oh yeah, almost 40 feet.
Yeah, okay, cool. Actually, I should probably get the ruler out. Where's the ruler on this thing? There it is. I make that.
I don't.
I easily make
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if this map is like measured out to the proper adjustments, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, then just to be fair, let's put me about here. A little bit of distance away from him.
Okie dokie. As you do that, you see Anduli kind of reach into his robe and pull out a pistol and switch it to stun. As he points at it and shoots at the second one right here, as it hits the monster, you see its kind of translucency dissipate as it turns its head and screeches extremely loud as you see claws start to slowly form from its nails.
Oh God.
And Dooley looks at you and says, I don't know what these are, but I've dealt with them on other planets looking for artifacts and relics. They're drawn to the dark energy.
They're drawn to dark energy. Great. Wish we kept that Kyber crystal then so we could bait them. Alright, and I get my blaster out and I fucking start firing. It's still on stun, but I start fire. Actually, no. New plan. I'm gonna make a movement to get up next to the guy who is still kind of alive. I'm gonna inject him with a med kit just to stabilize him.
So you want to stabilize the person in front of him?
Yeah, this guy, the guy that was still kind of alive. That guy right there.
Okay. As you kind of inject him with some just anything, honestly.
I have a
managed
med
to
kit.
sta-
I have like 10 of those things.
You managed to stabilize them as Anduli picks up his saber and sort of dashes out towards this weird creature.
I have 49 uses of med kit left. All right.
Alright.
I guess I'm gonna look at these other two and see if I see any movement or any life from them.
Go ahead and roll intelligence.
Intelligence, huh? All right. Hope for a big. Oh fuck.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 19 plus 19. Holy shit. I mean, honestly,
Nine.
that's like that's
That's
almost
pretty good.
40. That's like 38, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does it work? Do I know whether or not they're dying?
1 second. Oh yeah, sorry. So as you look at the other two, you notice that their wounds are not consistent with the claws. You actually see lightsaber slashes.
Okay, but are they alive? That's what I'm concerned about.
No, the other two are dead.
Like, could I stabilize them if it came down to it?
No, they are dead.
They are both dead. All right. In that case, I'm gonna
They
swing
are
around with my blaster and I'm gonna fire at one of the creatures. This one. Actually, no. Wait. Which one does it look like Anduli's going towards?
He managed to get this one out of its translucent form.
Okay, so he's going towards that one.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna fire at that one. Well, actually, I'm gonna turn my thing off stun and then I'm gonna fire at that one.
As you fire at that one off a stun, go ahead and roll the hit, which would be a d20 plus your whiz modifier.
Yeah, baby. Wisdom is 19.
19.
So, oh my god, what the fuck? I'm rolling like crazy tonight. So 19 plus 19 again. So that's 38.
Almost where, like, practically right between the eyes.
You were kind of
shoot off
muffled. What'd you say? Somewhere.
So, almost like right between the eyes, you manage to shoot off a blaster bolt off on lethal,
Nice.
and as it shoots out,
Yeah.
it sort of hits square in the face as it gets enveloped in the head and goes straight through, no damage.
Oh shit. Oh, that's not
That's
good.
when you see Anduli go running up. He slides onto the ground, and you see him take a handful of snow as he throws it up. And the body envelops it all. And as it envelops the last bit of snow it thought was harmful, Anduli stops sliding, stands up, and just slowly walks forward, sticks the lightsaber of his at the chest, and ignites it.
At the creature's chest?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna switch my fucking blaster back to stun.
As you see Anduli do this, the creature could no longer envelop the lightsaber due to kind of like a temporary cooldown, so to say, of its ability, and it instantly falls to the ground, sort of clutching at its chest as it dies on.
Okay, so this thing doesn't like lightsabers, and it doesn't like plasma, or stun bolts. All right, I'm gonna take out the lightsaber and I'm gonna one-hand my blaster in my offhand. I'm gonna ignite my lightsaber, and I'm gonna flip my blaster on the stun, and I'm gonna just start running at the creatures, and I'm gonna fire at this one. I'm gonna fire a blaster shot as I'm going.
Which one?
This one, a stun bolt at it.
Okay. So I'm not going to have you roll, and you just shoot the stun bolt at it?
Yeah, I just fire the stun ball at it as I'm running. So you sure don't want to make me roll because I'm running at it with the saber in my other hand.
No. These things, once you find out its gimmick, are so weak that even a level 0 player could beat it.
Oh damn! Really? Holy shit! All right, so yeah, I fire at it. Does it? So it hits, and does it take damage from the stun ball?
As you one second. As the stun bolt shoots out at the being, it hits it as it stumbles back, and you see its translucency disappear.
Okay, so it's no longer
You see
translucent.
pick up a rock, throw it at him. As he envelops it, and he says, "A second after it goes through him, you can kill him." As he proceeds to dash out towards the next.
Got it. All right. So it's no longer so it's still transparent, yeah, or not transparent?
Not transparent.
Okay. So I'm gonna run up on it and I'm gonna slash at it with my lightsaber, or well, Wolf's lightsaber.
As you ignite Wolf's lightsaber, you can feel that this being goes from "I can win this fight" to "Oh no, it's that person's saber." As it instantly drops to its knees, missing, like you completely slashed right over his head,
Oh,
missing completely as your saber sort of burns some of the snow next to it. The being or entity drops to his knees and instantly sort of crystallizes it. As you see a huge sort of ice-like color shoot up its entire body and almost instantaneously turns to ice.
it turns to ice. What the fuck are these things? I mean, clearly there's some kind of being that's almost made purely out of energy, but like, what the fuck? All right, well, I'm just gonna shake my head like, okay, and I'm gonna aim at the one that Anduli's now charging at, and I'm gonna shoot my stun bolt at it.
One second, and you do what one more time?
I'm gonna aim at the one that Anduli's charging towards, and I'm gonna shoot my stun bolt at it.
As you're running at it, and as he's running at it, and you hit it with the stun bolt, it actually stumbles back some, and then Dooley slides as he kicks up a couple of rocks at him, and they just go straight through as he ignites his saber again and slashes right through him, killing him on impact.
All right, and this one here, it's crystallized itself in ice?
Yes.
Is it dead? I don't understand.
As you go to look at it, it is pure ice. It is no longer of any kind.
Okay, cool. That's fine. And then seeing that the fight seems to have come to a stop or a lull, I'm going to tell Anduli, I don't know what that thing is, but it's turned to ice. Monitor it. And then I'm going to run back towards this person and check on them. Make sure they're fine.
And Dooley nods as he kind of slumps to the ground and just lays down. As you run over to this person, you notice a few odd things about them. For one, they're wearing an old Jedi insignia.
How old do they look?
They don't look a day over 25.
All right, I'm gonna just pick them up and start carrying them. Well, wait, no, the bridge is out. Fuck, what are we gonna do? I guess I'll
The bridge
hit him
isn't
with
out
another med
yet.
kit. What?
I said the bridge isn't out yet, but it can be.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. All right, I guess I'll try and bring up Gadger on the comm, see if he's in working order now.
Let's see. Did you want to try and kind of walk over the bridge with him, or
No, no, I was gonna like just bring him up on comms, make sure he's in working order.
as you pull it up on comms, you just hear a couple of confirmed beeps.
All right. In that case, now I'm gonna ask Gadger to pilot the ship over to this side, or get the pit droids on board and then pilot the ship over to this side.
You just kind of you want to bring the ship over here.
Yeah, right over to about here.
He just kind of beeps as he goes speeding down over to the way you had the ship last time.
Yeah.
And after a couple of minutes, he manages to maneuver the ship right up over next to you guys.
All right. And Dooley, help me with this person. And I start
You look
to.
over to Anduli, and he is currently kind of just walking in a zigzag pattern over to you guys for some reason.
And Dooley, are you good? I check his eyes. I bring out the blaster too on stun just in case.
Check his eyes, and you notice that it's Anduli, just that he doesn't honestly know where he's at or why he got there.
All right, just pick up their feet. I'll get the head. I lift him up by lift the person up by the shoulders, and we head back onto the ship.
Alright. As you kind of take them and you said you head to the ship medical
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, we're gonna head to the ship. We're gonna put him in like a room and like medical room and like shit. Yeah.
Alright. As you head into the ship to put the person in kind of the medical room, which at this point is just a impromptu cot in the kitchen with supplies.
Yeah, basically.
You take an assessment of their wounds, which, looking at all of them, you notice that this male is actually female.
This male is actually female. What?
Yes, it is a female.
I mean, I kind of figured it was a male just looking at the portrait. Is that supposed to be a male portrait? Is that what you're referencing?
No, that is actually a female portrait.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then. Anyway, so I guess I'm gonna try and like patch him up as best I can. And Dooley, actually no, I'm gonna ask Anduli. Anduli, do you have medical training?
He looks at you as he just kind of nods slightly and he motions to like all of the scars on his body. He says, I think I know a thing or two.
All right. Try to get them back up. I'm gonna ask them what happened, and then Gadger. Run a scan for the area. Go to the ship sensors and run a scan for where we are exactly on the planet. I'm gonna go investigate outside some more and check the bodies.
One second. Why is that? Here we are.
Hmm.
Uh, So actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to end it.
Oh, what already?
I know it's a short session, but I'm looking at the time now and I realize I got to be up at like 7.
Yeah, that's fine. Can I at least just check the bodies for information about who they are before we do it, though?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Looking at the bodies, you pull out a lot of sort of identification badges.
Hmm.
All Jedi members,
Hmm.
Jedi Knight ones, actually.
Hmm. All right, I'm gonna take their identifications, and well, I guess I'm just gonna leave them. I don't really. I could bury them, but that would take too long. I've got stuff that I need to do. But I will say like a little, I guess, prayer. Would that even count as a prayer? Either way, I'm just gonna wish them luck in the afterlife and hope that they find where they need to go. Make sure their eyes are closed while I'm at it too.
Alrighty.
Climb back onto the ship, and we're gonna end session there. All right. Well, it was shorter than usual, but hey, we did it. That's the only part that matters.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't realize what time it was.
Yeah,
For me, at least, it's late.
I mean,
So,
dude, we're in the
what
same
did he
state. It's
do?
about the
I
same
heard
time,
him
isn't it?
panic.
What'd you say?
You heard what?
I heard you panic for a moment. You were asking for my help?
Oh yeah, no, I was. That was a while ago. I didn't know what to do. I figured it out though. We got there. We got there in the end. That's what matters. Right there. All right. So, as a note, where we left it off, fucking Induli and me and Gadger and all the payloads and everything are on the ship. I'm having Gadger run a scan, and Induli's making sure this person is okay. All right. Stop streaming in 3, 2, 1. Adios. Goodbye. Sayonara.